ISTJ personality makes up about 11% of the total population. 16% are males, so 16% of the population is male, and 7% is female. And these particular kinds of personality loves to be accurate, and they usually are. They depend upon accuracy. They will provide very practical information. Their data is clear. It's always on time. Sometimes it's early. And not only that, it's exactly as it should be. They are really among the most reliable and dependable members of any group. The ISTJ, however, does have a preferred learning style, and they're going to learn best when they have a plan. And so even if they do not have an instructor or a boss or someone to provide them with a plan, they're going to devise one that's going to be very intricate. They really believe that the greatest way to learn is through endurance and hard work. So therefore, it's more perspiration than inspiration. They like their information, however, presented in a very concrete and sequential style, and they prefer to have practical applications that will be very useful to them right now. They don't want someone to say, this will be useful to you in the future. They love to learn by mastering facts, and they're going to arrive at any kind of generalizations and get a big picture by accumulating any facts that they can find and data. So some best ideas for an ISTJ is that there are some ways that they can really help and to be able to study best. And first is to create a highly systematic way of learning. And if you cannot find that step-by-step process to really get that information, be sure to ask for objectives and rubrics and what standards of expectations that the instructor wants. Flowcharts, graphic organizers, things like that could really help. Also, look at how you can use and know the expectations within a group. Be sure that everybody within your group understands the expectations of their role. Prepare ahead for classwork and learning. Take time to preview what is coming, and this is going to help to really organize a lecture or the information in a very sequential manner for you. You want to ponder, to reflect, and to really think, and learning journals are a valuable asset for you in this aspect. So one of the great ways to be able to understand and to be really create some information and to be able to understand information is using relationship charts. And by using this relationship chart, this is really going to help to give some information and to be able to really motivate and to motivate the learning, but not just motivate the learning, but to integrate that new knowledge into existing knowledge. We want to be able to really help. And remember that ISTJs are really motivated by personal achievement. So this relationship chart is going to help in recognizing what relationship and what learning has already been accomplished. Also remember that within this learning process, pay attention to what works. Make conscious notes of these items, meaning that if you learn best all by yourself, which you probably do, write that down. Pay attention if you have a particular space that you need to work. Do you like having a routine where you work only in one place? I would imagine that that would work best for you. Also, look at what else really helps you to integrate knowledge into your own information and into your knowledge that you previously have. For instance, do you use colors when you highlight? Does that help? Making notes in the margin, will that help you? All of these things are going to help you to be more efficient when you become or when you are learning and then being able to make practical applications for that learning. Make sure that you ask for proof and research and resources, and especially when they're not provided by the instructor up front. If they're not provided by your instructor, be sure to raise your hand and ask for them. Sometimes the instructor may not tell you where they are, then search for them, look for them, do the research yourself, and be sure to look up the sources that they're using to validate this information. That's going to make you more effective as a learner and also help you out. Also, ask for detailed feedback. You thrive on detailed feedback. And not only do you thrive on a detailed feedback, but you really like having that information about how you've done on your assignments and your assessments. Remember that for an ISTJ, they tend to not be offended by criticism, but rather find it highly effective in their learning process, and they crave that information.